Hey everybody, Michael Linowitz here. I'm back. It's been a while. BD Associate and Videographer here at D'Alessio Law Group, and I'm here with Wilson Lau.
Hi.
I'm sure you remember him. He's one of our greatest. Good to see you, Wilson.
Good to see you again, Michael.
So today, in honor of H-1B season, I'm sure you've been hearing a lot about that. That is the temporary non-immigrant work visa. We're going to be giving you a little 411 on some of the reasons why you might receive an RFE. Now, an RFE is not uncommon, but it's definitely inconvenient, and that's a request for evidence. That's when, you've applied, but obviously USCIS is not happy with whatever credentials you've given them, so they want more. So to begin, Wilson, what are some of the most common reasons why you would receive an RFE?
Right, so the government usually wants to see three things, and the common RFEs are usually for the position, information about the company, or information about the beneficiary. So, for example, the position, the most common RFE we see nowadays is the position qualified as a specialty occupation. And what that means is they just want to make sure that the position meets the regulations in the sense that it requires a bachelor's degree, or that the duties normally are so complex that they require a bachelor's degree, the company normally hires only people with bachelor's degrees, or that a degree requirement is required to kind of do the job. So that's usually what the specialty occupation argument is going for. RFEs regarding the employer typically ask, is this employer actually functioning as a business? So what you'd want to do really is to show that you're continuing to have business operations, have sales, things like that. And then the other thing is for the individual, it's does the individual or yourself qualify to have an H-1B position? So that one's relatively easy. It's, do you have a bachelor's degree, and is that degree related to the occupation you want to kind of be?
How much gray area is there in that? Like, let's say you have a bachelor's degree in a certain division, and how far away from your specialty can you go?
That's a great question. So a lot of times there is a little bit of wiggle room. So for example, if you have a position where you are a business person, where you have a degree in finance, now you can say, on the face, yeah, those degrees are related. The government may come back and say, no, that's not really related. And what you'd want to do at that point really is kind of dig into your transcript and find the courses that actually directly relate to what your day-to-day duties are. And if you can kind of prove that link, then the government will usually accept that argument.
Oh, okay. So there is some gray area. That's good to know.
Yes.
All right. So what are some other reasons you might receive an RFE?
So other reasons you might receive RFEs are typically that you haven't maintained your proper status. So for example, in the H-1B cap season, they want to make sure that you are maintaining your current non-immigrant visa, especially if you're trying to change status. Another thing would be that they're just not seeing information about the company that is conflicting. So for example, if your company says that they are performing, their public face is that they're saying one thing, but in the petition you are saying that they do something else, then they may question that, because the government does have access to tools that verify what the employer does. A lot of this stuff, and then the most other common thing is there a direct relationship between you and your employer? So for example, when you are working for this person or a company, are you a contractor or are you a direct employee? What you want to do is you want to make sure that you have this relationship and that the company has the right to control and designate your work.
Okay. All right. So let's say, apart from panicking, what do you do if you do get an RFE? What's your next move?
Right. So presumably the first thing you want to do is obviously read the RFE and make sure that you understand what the government is asking for. Currently, the government is getting a little bit more tricky with the RFEs. The language that they're using is a lot less stock language. It's a little bit more personalized. So what you want to do is you really want to read it to make sure you understand what the government's asking for. Also, unfortunately, nowadays is that the government has recently hired a bunch of new officers where their experience with this field is not as great as it was in the past, and so they may be asking questions that you already have shown answers to, or they may be misinterpreting the regulations. And so what you want to do at that point really is, the best option is to find a very good experienced immigration lawyer who will be able to kind of take apart what the request is asking for and kind of provide you with either a roadmap or help you decide how you want to best respond, to make sure that you are addressing what the officer is asking for, while also kind of making sure that the officer is not asking for something that they are not allowed to ask for in the first place.
All right. All right. Well, Wilson, that was really great. Thanks a lot. And remember, H-1B season is upon us. please call us or email us to get a consultation before March 15th. And thank you for having us. It was lovely to be back. Wilson, you're the best.
Thank you.
And stay real.